Hello and welcome to TIA Now. We're here today at Mobile World Congress Americas 2017 in San Francisco. I'm joined today with Bill Kuhn, Vice President, Wireless Market Development for Corning. Bill, welcome. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Bill, we're finding a lot of buzz around enterprise connectivity here at Mobile World Congress Americas 2017. Can you tell us what the buzz is about and what Corning's view is of this?
Yeah, I mean the buzz is essentially about the trend that the vast majority of our connectivity sessions are happening inside of buildings, and so that's where we spend our time, and that's where our devices need to work. And so we're expecting more and more bandwidth, and we're expecting it all the time. And so wireless connectivity is really becoming the fourth utility inside the enterprise. And so people expect it to work, need it to work, and not just in the enterprise, but where we work, where we live, and where we play.
And if you think of your recent acquisition of Spyder Cloud, I'm curious about that. How does that fit into the mix of what Corning brings to the marketplace?
So it's interesting. So when you think about the enterprise market and what the needs were, essentially what the enterprise is looking for is a multi-operator and multi-technology kind of converged solution. They want everything to work in their building. They don't know what their visitors are going to be carrying. So that is one of the things that has made distributed antenna systems very popular over the years, is that it solves that problem very well. The problem with distributed antenna systems is that it doesn't have a capacity source. You've got to work with the carriers to bring these capacity sources in, and that's been the long pole in the tent. And so Spyder Cloud, on the other hand, has a carrier-approved radio access network solution. It's the best of breed in small cell networks, and so it has an enterprise-friendly capacity source. The problem that Spyder Cloud had was that when the enterprise needs multi-operator, you have to put in multiple parallel systems. And so you combine Spyder Cloud's carrier-approved, enterprise-friendly capacity source with a Corning One solution for distributed antenna system, and you've got the perfect solution for enterprise. So it's enterprise-friendly, end-to-end solution that really solves that unmet need.
So for enterprises, from a business model perspective, if I may, I think of enterprise, I think of the building themselves, the building owners, the building management companies.
Right.
What's the reason why they would want to have this type of technology in their buildings?
Well, so essentially it all comes back to either it's tenant satisfaction, guest satisfaction, fan experience. It's all of these things that we've grown accustomed to having access to on our devices. That connectivity just has to be there, and so some of them are for an owner or a building owner or the tenant's own applications. Other things are for just differentiating themselves from others who don't have it. So in a residential apartment, for example, you can't lease out a condo or sell a condo now without having connectivity. So it's become that amenity, that fourth utility that just has to be there. And so the problem has been that too few of these systems get deployed each year because it's been complicated. And so you make it enterprise friendly with a carrier-approved signal source and with a distribution network that is enabling convergence of multiple applications. You end up, we think you get the right combination, the right solution to meet multiple stakeholders' needs, and that should be the right answer for solving this problem.
I always think of Corning as one of the stalwart brands in our industry, fundamental technology on connectivity. And often I look at a lot of research and use cases, and I find Corning does a great job in sort of explaining to the industry its role. What are some of the more recent projects that you've had that maybe you could just illustrate for us?
Well, sure. I think we've had, it's a great point, because we do, with this convergence idea, we are spending a lot of time with vertical markets, with developers, and we're focused on commercial real estate, we're focused on hospitality, we're focused on sports and entertainment and large public venue, and a host of others, but we're out there interacting directly with these markets to provide that thought leadership on what are the trends, where are things going, and helping them understand why doing things differently is the right long-term solution. And so some of our recent projects is the Related Companies project up in New York. It's a multi-building development, but they've selected a fiber deep architecture to really enable the future. We've got another project that is a residential tower in New York. It's a Vornado project, 220 Central Park South. that put in fiber to the rooms, but also enabling public Wi-Fi, enabling DAS throughout the facility, but one network infrastructure to enable all of these things. In hospitality, several of the brands have standardized on fiber to the room. And there may not be a wireless cellular component in those projects, but it's still Corning One, because it's fiber to the room, power to the room, and enabling IPTV, enabling the IP telephone, maybe a plain old telephone service, Wi-Fi access point. So what we're finding is this fiber deep architecture with power deep is really and converging everything on that is a money saving and future readying approach to all of these projects. I guess another example to give is just recently announced by Verizon, but Verizon selected Corning One for the Ford Field upgrade. And so that is a converged system with fiber very deep into the network, supporting Wi-Fi plus neutral host 7-band DAS. And they did something very innovative there, but our remote antenna units are built into enclosures on the handrails in the seating section. So right now we've got fiber and power going to multiple locations throughout that stadium, and it's ready for whatever the future throws at us. It's ready to put a 5G millimeter wave radio head in there at some point in the future because of that fiber, because of that power deep. And so that's really the vision, and a lot of customers are adopting it.
That's great. Bill Kuhn, Corning, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.